Hello, I'm Key, and welcome to this experimental vlog style studio vlog thing. The reason that I'm doing this in this format is because these are just some clips from the end of April / beginning of May, and around this time I was working really hard on my portfolio website. I'm coding my website myself. Because I was working on the portfolio website, I didn't really have the mental energy to do an illustration or anything like that at the time, but I still wanted to be painting, so I was doing some studies here and there. This first painting is a study in gouache of Chanhee from the boyz, and my goodness, the ugly phase hit so hard working on this. There were at least like 7 different times where I had to stop myself because I couldn't even look at it because of how atrocious it was looking. Especially because I had a scan of the initial layer that I put down. I'll try and maybe put that on screen at some point. I really liked how that one turned out. I knew that I would have to cover it up because I was not looking to use gouache transparently. I was looking to build up opacity. I've been watching a lot of Haze Long and Jess Chung, like their gouache tutorials and stuff, and I'm slowly starting to get a hang of it. And in particular, this painting is really what helped me get a hang of gouache. I wanted to build up the opacity, but having that mental image of what it had looked like before and where it was at currently really was not beneficial to the process. So there's a couple clips here and there of me working on it, and I did work on it outside of off camera quite a bit. You'll see around here there's a bit of a jump from where it is right now and then the end result, because I just decided that because I'm learning and everything's stressful, I needed to work on it off camera and just let myself relax and do what I can and work slowly. This next painting is the sketchbook for my new DIY sketchbook. It's just made using canson paper. I really like doing DIY sketchbooks. There's something really liberating about just being able to throw paint around and do whatever I want because it's cheap paper and it's not a nice sketchbook, and I don't even need to show anybody if I don't want to. But I was painting the cover of it because I had just recently finished my previous one, and I was ready to start this one anew. Painting this was an experience. It's been a while since I worked on a proper portrait on canson paper. And if you have never worked with canson paper for painting dark skin, then maybe don't. Maybe invest in some good paper first, honestly, because my learnings would have been accelerated if I had learned on proper paper. This next clip is an unboxing of some art supplies I got. I've been craving some new art supplies. In particular, I've been craving some new brushes to use specifically for gouache. I don't know how people do nice aesthetic unboxings, because there's something about like opening boxes and dealing with packaging that is just so stressful for me, and I spent so long trying to arrange these nicely. Anyways, first thing I got was this like extra fine Posca pen. Everybody's probably seen this. Second thing I got was this emra gouache in titanium white. This is just a replacement tube because my other one is running low. This next one is I believe it's the Hunt 104 nib by Speedball. If not, I'll correct that at some point. And I bought this as a replacement nib. And then the brushes that I got the Princeton Real Value brushes. I'm not super sure exactly which one I got, but it comes with a 3/0 round, a 2 round, a 4 round, and a 6 flat, as well as a 2 flat. I quite like them. My only issue is that they stained really easily. Here's just a little clip of the gouache tube that's being replaced. And then the old nib that I had because I broke it the day that I got it because I was too forceful with it. And then here is just me testing out some of the brushes and such. I did want to do this in real time, but looking back when I was editing, I realized that filming on my right side when I'm right-handed was probably not the best choice, but I'm just not comfortable setting up the camera on my left side because it blocks the light. And I also did a little bit of testing with the white ink as well as some other whites I have for highlights. I've got the Winsor Newton white ink, and then I've got like the classic Sakura Jelly Roll.
Yeah. Yo.
And I also did a little bit of testing with the dip pens, but I did use my like Winsor Newton purple ink. And then next up are just me testing out the brushes. I started off by testing them with watercolors because I didn't want it to stain, but I realized that it was staining anyways, so I just said screw it, and then I picked up some gouache. A few days later, I actually went and got some more art supplies. So I got this Fluid 100 hot press watercolor block, as well as a 12 round brush for gouache, and I got a little replacement tube of my Hansa Yellow in emra gouache. And here's a little picture of what I did with that, but I didn't end up recording that because I was just too excited. I didn't feel like recording because I just wanted to get to know the art supplies. And then this little last clip here is just me testing out the brushes more. I did a little doodle of these like triangles on, I think this is the Strathmore mixed media paper, and this paper is not the best for gouache, and I didn't realize that until I did this painting, honestly. Like, I've worked with gouache before, and only after doing this painting on the Strathmore mixed media paper, after having done gouache tests on proper cotton watercolor paper, that's when it really clicked in my mind that this is not the ideal paper for gouache. Anyways, the brushes worked out fine. They did stain during this particular painting, but they stained in a really pretty sunset type gradient, so I'm not mad. And I kind of wish that they'd stay like that, honestly, but they probably won't. Alright, thank you so much for watching or listening or whatever you did, and bye-bye.